What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. I am the Budget Gamer Guy, and this is part 5 of my PlayStation 5 collection. Today we are going to do games 101 through 28. 101 through 28, 128. We're going to go ahead and get the video started with Moon Scars. It is a Metroidvania roguelike style of game. I will admit I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I'm actually currently playing this one right now too. I'm about halfway through, I would say. And yeah, I'm really starting to get into Metroidvania style of games, man. They're a lot of fun. They really weren't my kind of game in the beginning, and I just started playing them more often, and started with like Tales of Zao and the Prince of Persia Lost Crown game, and I'm really starting to get into those platformer roguelike Metroidvania style of games, and this one's a lot of fun for me. I am enjoying it. It's got its difficulty, don't get me wrong, but it's a pretty fun game so far. Next up is Monster Jam Showdown. Another game that's currently being played right now. This is actually my son's game. I got it for him for Christmas, and he loves monster trucks, so it was a pretty easy purchase for him. It's playing all right. Don't get me wrong. It's I do feel like it's more of like a kid's game, but we're having our fun with it right now. Next up is Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Stunt Mayhem. We haven't played this one yet. Mainly because of storage. I mean, I don't have too much storage left on the PlayStation right now. So right now we're playing Monster Jam Showdown, and it was another Christmas gift for him. Like I said, he loves monster trucks, so I saw this one too. I think this one was like $20. So I was like, you know what, we'll go ahead and play Monster Jam Showdown together, and then when we finish that one, we'll go ahead and move on to this one. Next up is High on Life. Haven't got to this one yet. This one is still sealed, but I'm very excited to play this game because if I remember correctly, it is made or developed or at least had some involvement from the guys that made Rick and Morty. And I love Rick and Morty. I think Rick and Morty is hilarious. It's one of my favorite shows. So I'm super excited to play this game because I've seen videos of this game and how the gun talks, and there's a lot of jokes, and it just reminds me of like an episode of Rick and Morty. So if you're gonna give me a chance to play, Rick and Morty in a game, I'm gonna take it. Next up is Alan Wake 2. This one I also have not gotten to yet. I recently finished Alan Wake, I would say no more than about a year ago. I actually platinumed it, and I very much enjoyed it. I am actually playing Control right now. I'm in the very beginning of Control, but I wanted to play Control first before I got to this one because I heard they all like kind of tie in together, and I heard something about also like I think there's gonna be a Control 2. So yeah, I'm more just trying to play it in order. I don't know if that really even matters, to be honest, but yeah, I just wanted to play Control first, and I'm looking super forward to playing this one too because I absolutely loved Alan Wake 1, and hopefully we get the same with Alan Wake 2. Next up is The Ascent. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really know too much about this game. A buddy of mine let me borrow it, and then long story short, he said I can just keep it because he knows I collect the games, and he was pretty much done playing it. The only thing I know about it is it does have that like cyberpunk aesthetic to it. Other than that, it looks like it's probably a team-based kind of game, I think. I'm not too sure. We'll get to it eventually, but like I said, it was more kind of just given to me. Next up is a game that you do play with friends. It's Payday 3. It didn't really have the greatest launch. I'm not gonna lie, like it was kind of buggy, and it wasn't really working the best. But I did play it with friends, and I always say if you got a game that you can play with people and you can actually put mics on and talk, like it always makes the game a lot better. So when we play it together, we did have a lot of fun with it, and thankfully this game is getting updated a lot, and it is a lot better now. We haven't played it in a while, but from what I've seen from other people playing, it did get updated to where it is definitely playing a lot better. So we'll definitely get back to it. Unfortunately, right now, all our time is on Marvel Rivals. So yeah, but we'll eventually get back to Payday 3 though, because we did have some fun with it. Next up is Bramble, the Mountain King. I was seeing this on quite a few of collection videos, and I did hear it was like a horror style of game, I believe. And you guys know me and horror, man. Like if it's any kind of horror survivor or whatever kind of game dealing with horror, I'm gonna get it. So I saw this one. I kept hearing that it was a very good game, so we'll see. Don't know too much about it other than it probably being more on the horror side. Next up is Dead Cells Return to Castlevania edition. Yeah, like I said, I started getting into that Metroidvania style of games, man. I did. And I think I got this one shortly after I got Moonscars, because I was really enjoying that one. And Moonscars is a shorter game. I know for a fact that it's a shorter game. So I wanted another one, another Metroidvania style of game. And I kept getting recommended Dead Cells. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I seen they had the Castlevania combo with it, so I was like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna get that one. I think it was only like $18, so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one though, because like I said, I am getting into that Metroidvania style of game. Next up is the Medium. Haven't played this one yet either. It's a Bloober team, and Bloober team, obviously they're doing their thing, man, with that recent, like Silent Hill 2. This is one of their earlier projects in the PS5 era. I haven't got to it, but I did hear it's also leaning towards that horror style of game too, so that's pretty much all I needed to be sold on it. I think I got this one for like $12. So I was like, you know what, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. I haven't heard the greatest things about it, to be honest. I heard it's kind of a boring game, so that kind of sucks. But I guess we'll see when we get to it. Next up is a game that I wasn't gonna buy, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The only reason I wasn't going to buy it was because, like I said in one of my previous videos, that I've kind of gotten out of playing the Assassin's Creed games. They just felt kind of repetitive. But, I mean, playing as a Viking sounds pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. But really, the main reason why I got this game is because I got it at a retro game store place. And I had traded in some stuff, and I always like taking, games back instead of taking the cash. And I really had everything they pretty much had except this one. So I was like, you know what? It's finally meant to be. I guess we'll take it. Got it for like $11. I did hear it's a very long game. But like I said, I think that's to be expected as far for me with Assassin's Creed games is they're long, they're repetitive. So we'll see. I did hear it's pretty good though. Next up is a game that I have no clue about, to be honest with you guys. Grist Tales. Never heard of it. I got this the same day I got that Assassin's Creed game. I think I got back a total of I think it was like $15 or $16 for my trade-ins. And like I said, I had everything else he had except this one and Assassin's Creed. They were selling it for only for like $7. And I only had like $5 left over from my trade, and he just said, you know what, it's cool. Like I go there a lot, so he just said I can get it for $5. And I was like, shoot, $5 for a PS5 game, like that's a steal. But if you guys know anything about this game, like please drop it down in the comment. I literally have no clue. Is it worth my time? Should I even pop it in, or should I just leave it in the collection? Let me know. A game that I would definitely be popping in, haven't got to it yet, but I would definitely be playing it. Dragon's Dogma 2. Heard nothing but good things about it. I'm not gonna lie, the style of game it is doesn't really look like my kind of game, those heavy RPG kind of games. But, I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. Like I had a lot of buddies at work that were recommending it to me. They all play it. They've played through it multiple times. So I'm like, you know what? We got to give it a chance. So I went ahead and got it. I'm still working at Elden Ring right now, and I might pop this one in right after Elden Ring. So we'll see. Hopefully I like it, though. Next up is typical GameStop screwing me over as far as the case goes. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. I haven't played it yet. I did play the first one. Loved the first one. Heard mixed things about the second one. So it actually makes me more excited to play this one, because I think The Last of Us is the first one. I think it's one of the greatest games of all time, man. I really, really do. enjoy it very much, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I know season 2 of the show is coming out, so I'm definitely gonna play this before season 2 of the show comes out. But yeah, like I said, I'm so curious to see why people like don't like it, because I think it's the IP was a pretty good IP with the first one. So we'll see. As far as the case goes, I do got a buddy who he makes copies of the cover slips and cases and stuff. He sells them. He's gonna hook me up with one, so it'll have its case and box very soon. Next up is White Day 2. I have White Day 1. Haven't played it yet. I got this one for like, I think it was like $14. I found it for $14, and I was like, you know what? I always say $15 and under. Like, I think that's worth it just to give it a shot. But when I looked up the reviews, I did hear White Day 2 is not as good as White Day 1, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, it's still got that horror style of game, so that's all me. So we'll go ahead and check this one out after we check out White Day 1. Next up is Sonic Origins Plus. I'm not gonna lie, man, I've never really been into Sonic games. I got a couple. Like I said, I think I've only played this one. I know I played this one, but like I haven't really played Sonic like that. And only thing I'll say about this game is, man, I don't know if I'm just too old or what it is. I don't know, but this game's hard. Like I'm dying a lot, and I know that probably sounds funny to a couple of you guys because I'm pretty sure Sonic's pretty easy for you, but I am dying a lot. And first thing that came to my head when I was playing this game was, how did people play this back in the day? Like, it is so hard. It's so hard to get through one level. It literally takes me like an hour just to get through one spot. But it was fun. I am enjoying it. I didn't quite finish it yet. I'm playing it on and off. I kind of put this game on when I only have like 30, 40 minutes to play. So I'll just put this one on for a little bit. But yeah, man, Sonic, I don't know, man. I think this is one of the harder old school games that I've played in a while. But, you know, it does have its fun, though. Next up is The Chant. Another one of those horror style games. Like I said, if it's horror, I'm gonna get it. So we went ahead and got it. I don't even really know what it's about, to be honest. I think I must have found this one on sale. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So I went ahead and looked at the cover. I was like, looks like horror to me. So if you know anything about it, let me know. Let me know if it's worth it. If not, stays in the collection. And next up is System Shock, which I didn't know at the time. It's not open yet. I haven't played it yet. But I didn't know it was a remake of like an old, I believe like PS1 game or maybe PS2 game or something like that. But I did hear like for it being a remake, like they did a really good job, and I guess they did a good job of making the aesthetic kind of like the original one. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna play the original one just because I feel like the game's gonna kind of be too old for me to try to get into it now. But I'll play this one, and then I'll probably watch some videos on the original one just to see what the original one was like. But I did hear it does have its challenge, and yeah, so we'll see when we get to it. Next up is a game that I'm really looking forward to trying to get into, Yakuza Like a Dragon. I have a couple other Yakuza titles, I believe. It's weird because I've never played it, but I know that guy. I believe his name is Kiryu, right? I think it's Kiryu. And I've just been told that like when you're gonna start a Yakuza game, like it's easier to start with this instead of the Kiwami games, because there's like 6 of them, I believe, or something like that. The Kiwami games, and Yakuza's only got the Kiryu ones. I think are only like 2 of them, or maybe 3. I don't really know, but a lot of people were telling me just start with this one. So. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get into those Yakuza games. There's a lot of them, but I hear they're very good, and I hear they're a lot of fun. So I really, really want to see for myself. So I'm excited for this one. Next up is another CO game, but I did, it's loose. That sucks. Another CO game, but I did play it digitally. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I had a lot of fun with this game. It's how can I say, like, because I used to play the Budokai games back in the day, and after they stopped making those, I felt like the Dragon Ball games weren't very good. And then when this one came out, I was like, oh, this one's actually pretty sweet. So this was like an paid homage back to like the Budokai days for me, because I really enjoyed the Budokai games, and this one was hitting for me. This one's a lot of fun. There was a crap ton of DLC for this one, and I'm definitely looking forward to Sparking Zero. I do not have that one yet. You guys won't see that one in this collection, but yeah, this one I'll keep playing this one until I do finally get Sparking Zero. But this one's a lot of fun. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, play this one. Next up is another game that I enjoyed very much, Ghost Runner 2. Like I've said in past videos, man, I do love those very high octane, fast paced kind of style of games, and this one's just like Ghost Runner 1, very fast paced. I like that you die easily. Some people hate that. Some people get irritated by that. I think it's fun because it kind of makes you have to come up with different strategies and different ways to do that run. Ghost Runner 2, I think, is super, super underrated. I think Ghost Runner in general just is underrated. I think a lot of people, if you haven't played it, please play it. It is very rage inducing, but like I said, if you're willing to grind and get through it, you're gonna have a lot of fun, because I had a shit ton of fun with this game. Next up is Thymesia. Yeah, Thymesia, I believe it's the Souls-like style of game. I got this one because I saw on a couple like videos that it's just really an underrated game, you know. And anytime I hear underrated, I always feel like it's worth giving it a shot. I looked at the price. The price was only like 16, 17 bucks for it. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. If it's an underrated gem, then we're going to go for it. And I do like Souls-like style of the game. So this is another one, guys. If you played it and you liked it or didn't like it, like let me know what you liked and didn't like about it. But I was watching videos on it, and this one does look like a lot of fun. Next up is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I think this is the follow-up, right? I think that's the follow-up to the Like a Dragon, the other Like a Dragon game or whatever. Yeah, like I said, I gotta play the other one first, because I believe you're supposed to. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're supposed to play the other one first. So I got this one because, like I said, I've been watching enough videos of this game where I do feel like I'm going to like it. So I have it, but I gotta get to the first one first. Next up is Final Fantasy Rebirth. I'm still on the first one. I'm still on the first one, man. But I got this one because it was like that buy two get one, so I got that part of that sale. I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying the first one. I already know I'm gonna want to play this one, and I think at the time I just needed a free game. This ended up being the free game, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna get it. We'll get to it. I know we will, because I am enjoying the first one. Next up is a game that I didn't really care for too much. Far Cry 6. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This was the first Far Cry game I've ever played. I know 6 of them, right? And this is the one I played first. It was okay. I don't really care for it too much. It was actually kind of boring, in my opinion. So I'm not going to talk too much about this game because I just didn't really care for it. But I will ask you guys, if there's a Far Cry game that I need to try to kind of like show me what this series is about, recommend it for me. I hear a bunch of different stuff. I hear Far Cry, I think it's 4. Primal, I hear is pretty good. Far Cry 3. So yeah, just let me know which one's your favorite Far Cry game, and I'll try to pick that one up and try to give this IP another chance, because this one just was kind of whatever. Next one is a game that I'm looking forward to because I like the movies. A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. I like the fact that they use the controller microphone. Like that's an aspect of the game. I have dogs. I don't know if you guys heard them barking in the beginning of the video, but I have dogs. So I'm kind of worried about playing this game with them out, because I don't want them to get me killed by them barking. So we'll see if we'll see if that whole dynamic actually works with the sound and the mic and the controller and this and that. But I just thought this was a cool kind of like concept. Like, I love the movie. I thought the movie was awesome. And I got it for like 20 bucks at Walmart. So I was like, you know what? We're going to give it a shot, because I really enjoy the movie. So hopefully, I'm really crossing my fingers that it's good, because like I said, the movies are enjoyable. Next up is a game that's sealed, but I promise I played it, because you got to play Uncharted. I played it. I actually have not played, though, whatever the second part is, the part with the girls. I haven't played that one yet, but I played Uncharted 4. I own Uncharted 1 through 4 on the, believe it or not, the PS3. Well, obviously, Uncharted 4 is on the PS4, but I own them all. I love Uncharted. It's super, super awesome. And I'm looking forward to playing that other part. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called, oh yeah, The Lost Legacy. That's what it's called. Haven't played that. I'm excited to play it though. But I do know you don't play as Drake, so I guess that's kind of a bummer. But like I say, I'm always down to play more Uncharted. I hope we get an Uncharted 5, man, because this series is just goated in my opinion. It really is. So yeah, shout out to Uncharted. Please give us an Uncharted 5, Naughty Dog, please. It probably won't come out to like the PS6 though, but love Uncharted. Next up is a game that I got because I love the movie too, man. RoboCop Rogue City. I just got this game, so I haven't played it yet. Literally just got it not that long ago, and I'm super excited to play it because growing up, I loved RoboCop, and which is weird because I think I was born like 8-9 years after RoboCop was even like made, so I was that weird kid that was watching the super old 80s style movie and loved him, man. I thought he was awesome. So who doesn't want the chance to play as RoboCop, man? Like, I'm looking super forward to it, and I'm so glad that I heard that it's a pretty solid game. So this one can't wait to get to. Next up is Metaphor Re Fantasio. So I got this game just because I've heard mainly just great things about it. For a lot of people, it was their 2024 game of the year. I don't know too much about it, to be honest. I played the demo. The demo seemed pretty cool. So I am looking forward to playing it, but I'm not going to lie, the look of it is kind of not really the style of game that I play. It's those what's it called? Turn-based, I believe. I believe it's those turn-based style of games. I usually don't really care for those style of games. It's just, I like my hack and slashes, man. I really do. I like to get in the action, and I don't like that whole take and turn kind of combat thing. But who knows? Maybe this one clicks with me. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So we're going to give it a shot, and hopefully it clicks. Hopefully I really do like it, and hopefully I can see why this is a lot of people's game of the year. And last up is Silent Hill 2. Haven't got to it, man. I recently just picked this one up too. I got it for $20. Actually, I got it for $18. I got it for $18 at Walmart, which I thought was a steal because the game had just came out like I think a month or two before I got it, so it was still pretty new. And yeah, for that price, I'm like, heck yeah, we're gonna get it. So I got it, horror style, exactly up my alley. Never played the original Silent Hill 2, so this is literally gonna be my first time getting into this, first time seeing anything with Silent Hill. So I'm super excited for it. This one I think is number like 3 right now on my backlog. It's behind Black Myth Wukong and behind Space Marine 2. So if you guys played this, please let me know. Do I need to move this in front of those two, in the middle, or just leave it where it's at? Like, just let me know, man, because I do want to play this. It looks exactly like my style of game, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, YouTube. This is the end of the current collection. As I get a couple more, I might make a part 6, but we're gonna take it a little bit easy on the games because I did the count and I have 128 of them, which I think is definitely enough for right now. So we'll see though. You know me, man. If I see a deal or I see a good price on the game, I'm probably gonna get it. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you can go ahead and leave a like, really just a comment. I really prefer the comment over anything, just because I want to see what you guys are playing. What games have you played? What games did you like? What games didn't you like? What games should I move up my backlog? And what games should I maybe just leave on the shelf? Go ahead and let me know, and you guys have a good one.